Now for example 5, sometimes it's nice if you can multiply by a conjugate. And if you remember, a conjugate is how you can simplify your denominator. So we're going to simplify the right hand side here. So we're going to have a cosine of x over 1 minus sine of x. So what we need to multiply by then is we need to multiply by a conjugate, which is a 1 plus sine squared x. And when you do that, what you get on the bottom is a difference of squares. So on top, when you multiply, you distribute, so you get cosine of x plus cosine x sine squared x. And on the bottom, you have a 1 minus sine squared x. So on the bottom, if you remember, you can use one of your identities, because you know that sine squared x plus cosine squared x is equal to 1. So if you were to subtract sine squared x to both sides, you can substitute cosine squared x in here. So that's what we're going to do. So you're going to have a cosine of x plus cosine of x sine squared of x all over cosine squared x and so when we have that, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to write each of these over cosine squared x. So you have a cosine of x over a cosine squared x, and then on the right you're going to have a cosine of x sine of x all over cosine squared x. So on the left here, what you can do is you can factor out one of your cosines. So that means you're just going to end up with a 1 over cosine of x. Over here on the right, you can cancel one of your cosines, so you end up with sine of x over, so you can cancel this cosine with one of these. So you're going to get sine of x over cosine of x. So we know that a 1 over cosine of x is equal to a secant of x, and a sine of x over a cosine of x is going to give you a tangent of x. And this simplified right-hand side is going to equal your left-hand side, which is already simplified. So remember the rules of conjugates.